What's going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for qualifying here in Greensboro for the Arena Series. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. Last time we were in Detroit for the second stop of the Stadium Series, and trucks were still getting used to this crazy figure 8 racing style that we had. Megalodon, though, was the fastest of the 12 competitors. Monster Dalmatian and Omboji taking the high jump win. Then Flames Plays and Dragon taking his second win of the season, if you count the one from the qualifier series in terms of racing. Then came and doubled down and took the skills win in Detroit, so getting 24 points to his lead. Bakugan Dragonoid came out with an amazing freestyle win with the highest score we've seen so far, although Dragon was the event champion at the end of it all. So this was your leaderboards when we left Detroit. Dragon just 3 points away from tying with Bakugan Dragonoid, so it's a battle of dragons in first place. Northern Nightmare, unfortunately, currently in last place for the first time ever in the 3 seasons we've had so far. This was the leaderboards after we left Portland in stop 2 of the Arena Series. Captain's Curse still on top with 45 points. El Toro Loco in second with 40. Ice Cream Man in third with 38. So battle for the top is still going. We are here for qualifying in Greensboro, and we are at the midpoint of the season. So this is the halfway point, the third stop. There are 2 more stops after this. So it's time to get hot for everybody if they want to get that top spot at the end of the season. First up is Nitro Studios and Monster Mud Husky going for this tricky track. I mean, this was the midpoint of season 2 of the Arena Series, and we had some crazy qualifying races and qualifying runs and races. As you can see, Monster Mud Husky bicycling through the car stack. So this is going to be tricky right here, especially that jump. If you don't do it right, if you land awkwardly, your time is done. So 28:08 for Husky, and I'm sure that had a lot to do with the air time and just the angles that you're landing in. It's really tough to be sharp, be quick. If you're too quick and too aggressive, you're going to end up rolling over. If you recall Whiplash, the horrible crashes Morales TCS and Whiplash had last season, we'll be sure to get a clip of those in here shortly. But I mean, it was just insane both times crashing into the wall. So I mean, hopefully we don't see any more of that in this stop, but you never know. There's going to be 5 more trucks after Husky. So far so good as he's coming towards the end of his second attempt. There we go, 23.53, so 5 seconds faster than his first time. So he is your current leader at the moment. As we move on to April Summers and Gravedigger, a truck that's been kind of struggling in terms of qualifying and racing. Hopefully she can come back and do something better here in this stop. And what a track to do so. This is one of the most difficult tracks in terms of racing, at least for the entire season. Detroit, Stadium Series in Detroit, I mean, they had a lot of trouble with that figure 8, at least with getting those penalties or avoiding those penalties. We had quite a few. And here it's going to be a little more lax. It's really like right here when you jump over, if you end up getting outside just a slight bit, as long as you try to correct yourself, you should be fine. But if you take the turn too short, then I'm sure they'll count a penalty towards you. But 24.66 for April Summers and Gravedigger, her first time. She's lining up for the second one. But as I was saying, yeah, April Summers and Gravedigger, I mean, she got her first freestyle win, her first win really, her first competition win of the season last time in Portland, getting that freestyle win. It was amazing, an amazing run, a spectacular run. So it was a great way to really pick herself up and kind of hopefully ignite a fire in her to continue this and hopefully get in a hot streak. Almost getting out of bounds there, but see, like right here, the control, it's just so hard, it's so sharp, but you can't be too sharp. But there you go, right there. That right there is going to be the first penalty of the night. So 27.93 would have been 24.93 for April Summers, but unfortunately that 3-second penalty is going to hurt her. So moving on to the third qualifier of the day, it's going to be El Toro Loco and Drift Boy 912, your reigning World Finals 2 high jump champion, getting ready and lined up. And this guy is on a hot streak. I'm surprised he's not in the lead right now, given that he's been the high jump winner back-to-back and the skills winner back-to-back. And that's pretty much it for now. But regardless, he's still been doing pretty good in the other competitions. But Captain's Curse has been on a hot streak as well, and he's been pretty consistent so far. So that kind of explains why he's in the lead at the moment. But El Toro Loco and Drift Boy 912 looking for a better outing here in Greensboro. Hopefully to take a lead, and right there, that's going to be a 3-second penalty. 29.83 as he's on his side and getting a save out of it, so he's going to be able to continue the run, no problem. Just some cosmetic damage. Nope, it'll buff out. So getting lined up for his second run. But Captain's Curse, man, he is on a rampage at the moment. Hopefully he can keep it going. Hopefully he's not getting too hot too soon. He does have a streak right now, a racing winning streak, with two wins on the season already. He got the win in Denver and the win here, in Portland. So he's got an amazing record, 4-0 so far in the Arena Series, not counting anything that happened in the Qualifier Series. But here comes the end of the second run for El Toro. So a 24.55 for El Toro, not going to be enough to take the lead as we take a look at the current leaderboards. As you can see, Husky still on top with a 23.53. El Toro Loco in second with a 24.55, and Gravedigger in third with a 24.66. Don't forget to use code Project Rod Rod to receive 10% off of your W Energy order. Be better with W Energy. Doomsday and MMJ Producer coming out now, seeing what he can get going here in Greensboro. Hopefully he can, again, just like April Summers and Gravedigger, light a fire under his belly and get him going, get a hot streak going. This is the time to get hot, especially as we're getting close to the end of the season. So hopefully we have some better numbers here on out. And crashing into the wall, that shouldn't be a penalty, I don't think, but it's definitely going to hurt his time. Almost bicycling, going into the jump there. Luckily he was able to control it. I'm sure that would have been a gnarly crash had he not saved it. 26.03 for Doomsday and MMJ Producer. So it did slow him down quite a bit, although he did not receive a penalty for that, for running into that wall there. Here goes his second attempt. Seeing what he can do, hoping for a better time this time around. And so far, it seems like the second attempt, or the second option, if you will, on this track is honestly the best one. The first one involves you jumping twice. The second one, as I say that, bicycling into the wall. So he has done a DNF for his second attempt. Very unfortunate as we take a look at a replay. He just turned too sharp, and like I said, you just can't do it too sharp or you will be flipping over. So very unfortunate for Doomsday and MMJ Producer crashing into the wall there. That's definitely going to hurt his where he is in the points and what he's going to get today. Two more trucks to go, one of those being Ice Cream Man, the semi-finalist, or not semi-finalist, but he was the second, the runner-up. There you go, the runner-up in Portland, and looking to do better. He did great in Denver. He was the event champion and had the lead until Captain's Curse came and swooped it away. So I'm hoping for a better event here. 25.62 for Ice Cream Man. So first time is the best. Gonna get ready for the second time now. And like I said, this one right here, if you start on this end, it seems like this is the better side, because when you do it on the other side, when you start on the opposite end or whatever, the first run, you're having to jump twice, and that air time and being in the air and not being able to control everything is really what kind of hurts you. See right here, you're kind of floating, can't really do much. See right there, that shouldn't be a penalty. But oh, it's not going to be a penalty, but he's going to be crashing into the wall. Going to be able to recover, but that's going to kill his time. So we should not be expecting a new leader as he's flipping over again. A sharp turn, flipping 2-3 times almost. Ice Cream Man going end over end. Let's look at the first one, replay the first one right here. Just gave it too much. Luckily, the wall was his friend, banged off the wall, ricocheted a little bit off, and got back on all fours. But right here, able to go over the finish line, but one flip, then another one. Guess he was still stuck in the throttle, almost going for a third flip until he landed on his lid. So, very unfortunate for Ice Cream Man. One more truck to go, and that is your current leader, Captain's Curse and Crazy Monster Jam fan. He was your fastest qualifier in Portland. So let's see if he can relive that here in Greensboro. And if I'm not mistaken, in Portland, he was the last truck out, and he's on two wheels trying to control it. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button as Captain's Curse trying to gain control, and he is able to gain control, bicycling over the cars just like Husky did. So able to show some amazing control, but this first run looks like, and he's going end over end again. Save though, this time 27.13 is going to be his first time, so it's definitely going to hurt him. And we're not going to have a new leader, so he has one more opportunity. If he can't pull it off here, Monster Mud Husky and Nitro Studios will be your fastest qualifier in Greensboro. But Captain's Curse, last time in Portland, he on his first run, his first attempt at qualifying, he took the lead, and then that was it because he was the last truck out. So unfortunately, that wasn't the case here, but he can get it on the second one. It all depends on what he can do here. Probably lost some time with that landing there, kind of slowing him down. Here we go, the final turn. There you go, and 22.63. So we broke the 23-second mark, and we're into 22 seconds. So just like that, Captain's Curse taking the fastest qualifier win at the very last second, literally. So this is your leaderboards for qualifying. Captain's Curse and Monster Mud Husky getting that bye run into the semifinals, so they will get an easier bid in racing, luckily for them. So definitely going to help them out with points. Here we go. This is the event champion leaderboards for Greensboro. It's going to mimic that of the qualifying numbers. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall for the season. And Captain's Curse now with 51 points. El Toro Loco in second with 44, and Ice Cream Man with 40. So it's Captain's Curse is about to start running away with this if nobody can stop him. So next event, or next competition, is going to be the high jump competition. So be sure to watch. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in high jump.